Dan Walters, victorious in his amateur MMA debut, Brawl in the Burgh 12, 24/7 Fighting Championships, getting the first round technical knockout over Jordan Snow. How does it feel?
Felt great. I felt less nervous than I thought I would. It felt natural, honestly. Felt good to go out there with someone who's a game opponent who, had some good kicks, had a couple of stiff jabs, teed me into the cage, and just hyped me up, ready to go and finish him off. And that was what I did. I switched to southpaw, landed a couple of right hooks.
Yeah, that seemed to be the beginning and the end. The southpaw, those two right jabs in succession, and then you just let them off basically.
Yeah,
uppercuts, power shots, but you didn't blow yourself out. So I was impressed by that. Did you think it would end so early?
I was definitely hoping that it would, and like you said about blowing myself out, the ref definitely let it go on longer than I thought it would. So if you even watch the video, I kind of started taking a little bit off the shots, but still just fast hands, and I knew if I just kept it on him that he was going to have to stop it eventually. And luckily, with how hard I've been training and stuff, I was confident with my gas tank.
Yeah, definitely. And now, this was your first MMA fight, and you used to wrestle in high school. I believe you took your junior year and senior year, you didn't wrestle and play football. What led you back into combat sports?
Just the itch to compete, for sure. I felt a little lost when football didn't work out, and had gained some weight, fucking drinking too much, and one day I was always a big MMA guy, big jiu-jitsu guy, and I was always talking about getting back into it and doing jiu-jitsu, and one day I was like, fuck it, I'm calling a gym. Called up High Ground Jiu-Jitsu, and it's definitely one of the best, probably one of the best decisions of my life, and that just led to doing jiu-jitsu, led to doing jiu-jitsu tournaments, jiu-jitsu matches, getting that competitive spirit left, and once I started, sparring and just, I think I knew how to strike a little bit, and then when I really started doing it, I just knew that I wanted to fight eventually.
Now, High Ground Jiu-Jitsu in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Obviously, Western Pennsylvania, the hotbed of wrestling in the entire country.
Yes, sir.
How's that?
Damn right.
Do you think that shaped you, wrestling as a youth?
100%. I started wrestling in first grade was my first year. I remember I had red Asics, some fucking OG red Asics. They'd be tough now. And I remember I was at Metzger Elementary School in Greensburg, Salem, with my little brother Connor, and I remember going out there and wrestling. That I can contribute the toughness that I have, that I learned from wrestling, and I think I had a pretty good football career, and I think wrestling was always in the background, always in the toughness, the pressure. Yeah, like even when I was playing football, I played quarterback. It seems like a lot of pressure, but there's no pressure like going out against just one other man and just being you and him. So it was definitely a good thing growing up.
You mentioned in the post-fight you want to fight again in October. How often a year do you think you want to fight, or are you still just kind of seeing where it goes, or do you have a schedule planned out?
Definitely just seeing how it goes. I just wanted to go out there and test myself and feel that rush because I knew what it was going to be like, and I wanted to get through the night, make sure everything was good, and after I felt that rush in there, I definitely want to get in there again. And one of my main training partners, Carson Ewing, he was supposed to fight tonight with me, and his opponent pulled out, and they were talking about maybe October for him. So if I can get on a card with him, I'm sure I'll be fighting someone else who's 1-0. So we'll be up in the stakes, and I think I will perform and I will step up as I always do.
Right. So every 3 to 4 months, semi-regular schedule.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take off the rest of the summer and enjoy it.
For sure.
And come about middle of August, we'll start figuring it out.
One more question. You don't have a nickname, right?
I do not.
What do you think about this? Dan, the Violent Hippie, Walters.
The Violent Hippie.
What do you think?
That could be all right. We got a few things to go for. We could just keep it simple. Go Dan the Man Walters. We could go Daniel Redbeard Walters. This is my boy Lorenzo right here. He could tell me what he wants.
What do you think? What's your nickname?
What should my nickname be?
Dan the Sexecutioner Walters.
The Sexecutioner.
I like that.
It's
All right,
it's possible. Look at these braids.
Up and coming, up and coming.
Jared Leto from Panic Room.
Dude, I had old ladies coming up to me all day.
56 seconds.
This old lady came up to me and said, "Hey, you know how to fight, but even better, you're sexy." And she grabbed my arm.
56 seconds. TKO.
All right, well, nickname still to be decided, but
Dan Walters, the Sexecutioner. Up and coming, the Sexecutioner.
All right, Dan. Thanks for your time.
That's my guy.
Good luck in your next fight.
Thank you, sir.